Yeah, what is going on, people? People. So, it's been a while since I've been on this. Probably about 2 days, which is a long time for me. But anyways, I wanted to, come on guys. Alright, just wanted to, I don't know what she's doing. Positives and negatives, sorry. Okay, so positives, you know what, let's start with the negatives. The body position for the bike, I mean, it's great. It's great, don't get me wrong, but it's not very aggressive, if that's what you're looking for. I came from, well, I've ridden like a lot of ZX6Rs, and those were a lot more aggressive on riding positions. And yeah, this one is not aggressive at all. I mean, you can get aggressive, you can tuck in a little bit like this, but it's not ideal, you know, just because you're very upright, which is good, you know, if you're trying to commute and all that. But if you're trying to get all inside the twisties and all that, it's not the best. I mean, it's good, but it's not like a sport bike, like a super sport. Another thing, a con I would say, is it doesn't go like, it doesn't top out very high as far as like top speed compared to like a super sport. This one, it tops out, I think it's around 140, which isn't bad, you know, like you shouldn't be going anything higher than that obviously on like the street, but still, you know, 140 compared to super sport is not that good, but still it does do good for what it's made for, which is like, you know, down low and all that. Yeah, another little con that I don't like about this bike is the banana seat. Okay, that's just me personally. The banana seat, man, what is this guy doing? The banana seat, it's just one piece of a seat. It doesn't even have like a dedicated passenger seat, but in its defense, it's also a good thing, because from what I've heard, it's more comfortable for passengers, if that's more your thing. But if you're more of like a lone wolf, then the banana seat, I don't think it's a good look for the bike, but that's just me. Just looks a little, I mean, it's probably more comfortable too, honestly, but it just looks a little weird for me. No offense, I still like the seat, but I'm nitpicking, you know. So I mean, I'd say the dash is kind of trash too. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of it. It's just real basic. They didn't really upgrade it much until I think the later years. I think like 2018 and above, or it might be 2017 and above. But yeah, like they didn't upgrade it at all. It looks the same. It's kind of basic. I mean, just shows you what you need. Power modes, fuel gauge, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, real basic looking and looks kind of outdated. Another thing, I could probably change it on my own, but I mean, the windscreen is nothing to write home about, you know. It gets the job done if you super tuck in like this, but besides that, you're still getting hit in the face all over. My helmet doesn't help either, since I got the variant. Doesn't really help with wind. But yeah, that's another con. Another thing, I kind of noticed this when I went on a ride over in the hills a little bit more. When I was taking the turns, I feel like the suspension wasn't very it wasn't very great. I felt like felt kind of stiff, if that makes sense. Like every time I dipped into a curve, like the bike didn't just naturally just like fall in and everything felt smooth. It felt a little stiff. I don't know if that's got to do with the MT-09 just factory suspension or what, but I think I definitely have to look at that and put that in the cons. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's nothing like, it's not like a deal breaker or anything. Oh my god, my ears. So another con is when on your foot pegs, when you got your feet on the pegs, like right now, and when you scoot them up, when you scoot your feet up, you can feel the passenger pegs on your heels, I think. Yeah, on your heels. So that's not very comfortable. I mean, in its defense, I wear a size 12, so that probably doesn't help. It off there. Okay, yeah, it hits the heels of your feet, which is not very comfortable. Like right now, I'm touching the passenger peg, which is kind of weird. I don't like that feeling, especially when I'm trying to get more tucked in. It feels a little weird. I mean, you can always just remove them, but I mean, then again, you're losing the ability to carry a passenger, so yeah. Also, maybe just change the rear sets and all that, but then again, that's, you just got to make another mod to it. But okay, I think that's enough with the cons. Let's get to the pros. This thing has a ton of torque. So every time you hop on it, you're definitely gonna have a good time. It's gonna feel like you're going 200 miles an hour when you're really not. You're just gonna feel that power every time you pull this throttle. Yeah, you're just gonna feel that power every time you pull this shit. Oh man, like I still haven't gotten over it, and I've already put like 1,200 miles on this bike. It's just something about that feeling. It's just addictive. It's like a drug. But anyways, yeah, got that power, the torque down low. Only thing is you got to be careful popping a wheelie, because this thing will pop up so easy. But yeah, that's definitely a pro. I love that feeling of just going fast, but you're actually not going that fast, because that's a little more safe, in my opinion. It's a little more safe than going like 160 miles an hour on the street and someone just fucking cut in front of you. Another thing I would say is a pro is MT-09 has power modes, which is kind of cool. Power modes. So it's got standard, which every time you turn the bike on, it pops into that. It's got B. It's got B mode, which is more like the throttle response is a little slower. It's a little tuned down. And then we got mode A, which is quick throttle response, fast as fuck, going crazy. Basically the description of that mode. I tend to chill in standard 80% of the time. 9% of the time A, 1% of the time B. I mean, I got nothing against B mode, but that's more if I'm like running out of gas, I need to get somewhere, and I'm not trying to use up all my gas. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, those are the 3 modes. That's what I like about this bike. Definitely a pro. Alright, this is gonna be contradicting my con, but you know, yeah. Alright, so the body position, also a good thing. It's both a good and a bad thing. It's great if you're just like trying to cruise around town, trying to get to work, and you know you're getting kind of up there in age, like you got back problems and all that. This is perfect for you. Like, you're sitting upright, you're mad comfortable, like 90% of the ride. You're mad comfortable. Yeah, it's definitely a plus. Like, compared to Super Sport and stuff like that, it's definitely good. It's way better. I rode this bike from damn near like, what was it, like Santa Barbara, I think. Shit, yeah, damn near Santa Barbara, and I think it was like a 3-hour ride. Was it 3 hours? Nah, I think it was like 5, actually 5.5 hours to my house. And I mean, I was good. Like, the only thing, like, my fucking ass started hurting, but that's like, you know, that's inevitable. Can't really do much about that. But yeah. Bro, why is this R3 trying to show me up right now? Come on, bruh. Be cool, bruh. We gotta save teeth. The handlebars more upright. You're not leaned as forward. That's good for not putting as much pressure on your wrist as well, or when you're pulling in the clutch, which is good for long rides. Yeah, this shit, handlebars, good height. Let's go with another pro. Oh, yeah. So there's like no fairings on this bike, which is a good and bad thing. Good thing, because if you drop the bike, it's going to be cheaper to fix. You don't got to replace all the damn fairings. Easier to work on the bike. So you don't got to take off all the fairings again. So it's way easier to work on the bike. Oil changes and whatnot. But I mean, it takes away from the look a little bit. Not having fairings, but to each their own. You know, I actually like the look of the naked bike. So I mean, I don't have an issue with it. I actually think it's great. Oh, one more thing, another con I just thought of. For this bike, huge con. This is a huge con. This is huge. It's huge. It's like almost a deal breaker. But it's not, because, you know, I still love this bike. It is the tank for the gas. It's so fucking small. It's so small. I think it holds like 3.5 gallons. Or I could be wrong, but I think that's about it. And oh my god, this just eats through that shit like it's nothing. I think I usually get about 120 to 130 miles per gallon. Not per gallon, per tank of this damn bike. And yeah, I'm like, man, if only this thing was a little bit bigger, like 4 to 5 or 4 to 4.5, you know, that would be fucking amazing. Cause like I feel like I'm always filling this shit up with gas. Like I'm always doing it. Every time I take it out, the next ride I gotta fill it up. So I'm like, damn it. So if you're worried about fuel consumption, that's a big like turn off. It's like, it's a big con, man. Like, this ain't the bike, man. Cause that shit just eats the gas, or drinks it, I should say. Yeah, but I think that's it for pros and cons. I love this bike regardless of the cons that I brought up earlier. Yeah, it's just so, it's just grown on me so much, and I just love it. It's like a jack of all trades almost. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it informative, and, you know, help shed some light on the decision if you guys are looking to pick up a bike like this. Fuck, where am I going? Help make a decision for you guys to, like, if you guys are looking at the MT-09 or the MT-09s, because they're literally the same bike. And if you're hesitant on it, I'm like, fuck it, just go for it, man. But in the end, it's your decision, and I feel like I made the right one by picking up this bike, so I got no regrets. So alright then, if you guys enjoyed the video, just drop a like, comment, or sub, and yeah, let me know if y'all didn't like me, or if you guys liked me, or if you guys hated me, whatever. Just drop a comment. Alright then, I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.